I'm going to do them scales on that snake. There's 3 snakes on there, rattlers, but they sort of look like that right there. And I'm going to show you how I put the scales on there. And there's several ways you can do it. There's a leather tool. It's called a sheep's foot. Sheep's foot. There's 2 different sizes, and also have one I made out of a nail. But for this particular piece of work, they're not. They don't suit me. I'm going to go with the wood burner, and I have a tip specifically designed to put the scales on the snake or fish or whatever you're doing there. But let me take you down here and show you how to do it. You know, the head comes right off, straight up. So we've got the scales. But as the snake curves around, we got to curve we want the scales to curve. So we're going to burn them in there. And I'll show you here. Kind of give you some idea of how I want to put them scales on there. You can also see on this one that we came back after we're all done and we lifted the scales up a little bit, and it gives it this texture. We want to keep in mind we came up and we're coming down. We're going to come around. So we want to start curving the scales about this right here. Start curving them around so that they all blend in and kind of give the snake a little movement. And with the leather burner, or I'm sorry, the wood burner, you have to be very quick. If you're not careful, you can see right here, I held it on there too long, but that's not going to hurt anything. And some of them will be smaller, and some of them will be larger. That's not going to hurt anything either. Just going to burn those in, right like so. And curving it up to come around to make it all flow nice and uniform there. Again, you can see where we started straight up and we curved around, and it just gives it that perfect movement, just enough to make it look interesting. Interesting is what we're after. We're not, and the scales, they sort of camouflage their self. So we're going to pull it around, come on down, and just follow suit until we get to the end. And here's an interesting note. We've come up, we've curved them around. We want the point of them to all go in the same direction. The point of is coming down, and we have to start curving. We're going to go down this side of this line, and we'll curve it, and then follow up as we go around. And we're just keep going, like so. Okay, we've come down, and we're going to come back up this way. We don't want to block it in. We want it to flow in a nice, exactly like the coil of the snake. We want to blend it in to make it look as real as we can, but again, most interesting. Anyway, back to work. You can see how we came down and we're curving around here. And you got to be quick with the wood burner on the leather. If you hold it on there too long, it's going to stick out a little more than the other ones. You just want to follow suit. You want it to flow like the snake. You don't want to block it in. You want to, it's his camouflage. It's her camouflage. It's the element of surprise, let's say. All right, the head came up, come around. We're following suit. We tucked it under his head, and we're going to bring it right out from under his head, just like so. I said in my last video that a lot of discipline in leather work, wood burning, crafts. Anyway, we're going to follow suit, blend it all in, come around, and we'll show you what it looks like when we get to the rattler. We're done with this one. We've got 2 more to do. So we're going to work on this one. And then we're going to come back and tool the whole thing in. Just come in there and start burning them in. We're not going to worry about the eyes. We'll put them in as we go along, but just going to get the scales on there for right now. And the same thing applies with these. We want to keep it all going in the same direction to keep it uniform and to make it look as real as we can. Two down, 1 more to go, and we're going to tool this in. We're going to tool around it inside and out. See if we can't bring it to life there. All right, we've gone about as far as we can come with it right now. It's kind of humped up there in the middle a little bit, so what we're going to do, we'll lay that's the amble, and we'll lay it down on top of it there. Let it dry and it'll flatten back out, and we'll continue on from there.